And I'm here with Kirstie Kraus, and I am so excited to
Mhm.
have her a part of the program. Welcome to the Andrew Brunet Show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me today.
Well, share with us a little bit about your background in music and where music really came into the picture for you.
Okay. Well, early on, very early, I'm one of those like lifers where it started for me at 2 years old. I was jumping up on picnic tables, taking requests by my family, and I would be singing in my really, really raspy voice at the time. And I would be like, clap, clap. And that's what I would do. I have videos of this. And so from there, I think I started in my first solo was when I was 5. I started singing in church. I started singing at church festivals. I started doing plays at the age of 6 and worked at a professional dinner theater by the time I was 8 to like 13. And just from there, like bands started my writing at 12 with people. And I was writing before that, but with mentors at 12 and started coming to Nashville when I was 15.
So, who would be some of the influences that have really helped inspire you along the way to be who you are now?
So the first two females that I did as like huge influences, I was really, really young, but I remember dancing around the living room to their music. It was Amy Grant and Gloria Stefan. And those two kind of showed me what like the feeling of music, like the feel good, making people feel good, making them want to move and groove and these bass lines. And Amy Grant has such beautiful melodies in her writing and very distinctive writing. So yeah, those were two pillars. And then from there it was like Mariah, Whitney, uh, Britney, all of the kind of pop divas. And then I slowly got into country when I was 7. It was Leanne Rimes and Shania Twain. Leanne Rimes came out young, so I was like, who's this? Shania Twain was doing the crossover thing at the time, and so that kind of pulled me into country music.
So, take us back to the first time the country world ever heard Kirstie Kraus. What did that sound like?
Oh geez, I was yodeling. I actually have never talked about this before on a interview, but I yodeled and I was doing a thing called preteen that it has a national program here in the States as well. And I ended up going to nationals and I was singing like Blue Moon of Kentucky and I Want to Be a Cowboy Sweetheart. And I was like, yodeling, doing the moves with it. It was, yeah, those are first couple like more national type of performances I did.
So, I hear you got a funny story you want to share with us, and I'll let you share that.
Okay, so you did warn me about this in advance. So I will say the funny story. I'm going to do a music related one. I was on stage at a place called. It's such a crazy, awesome, weird place, but it's called When Pigs Fly, and it's right here in Nashville. And they have it all decked out where it's like different lawn chairs to sit on and fireplaces and like little brooks, like a babbling brook. And they're also like a garden center. So they really got into their setting. But they have this giant dog. And dogs love me for some reason. I did not see this one coming though. I'm on stage and the dog, while I'm singing, approaches me and I'm like, oh God, please no, please no, please no. Huge dog puts his paws right here and starts humping me while I am singing. And I straight up, that was the most embarrassing moment I've ever had on stage. He
Wow.
wouldn't stop either. And I'm trying to keep it together so I can sing, but also like I don't know what to do because I'm trying to like stop this dog from humping me by like moving like this. It was so awkward. And I'm so glad that I don't think as of today it was caught on video or camera, but that was intense.
Now, I tell you what, now that would be some funny footage to show
Oh
on
my
the
God.
Andrew Brunet Show. That would be
And
funny.
and he wasn't like he wasn't spayed or anything. So it was just all happening. It was a lot going on.
So what about most memorable experience for you so far?
Ooh, the first thing that came to mind, sorry about that, they're talking a little loud over there. The first thing that came to mind for me was opening. It was my first time doing a 30-minute performance by myself on stage with the guitar, singing my original songs, opening for No Pressure, Terry Clark, Susie Boggess, and Pam Tillis. And that was my first show by
Whoa.
myself that I was supposed to like play for myself. And it had always been a goal. And what's crazy is like at that theater, they normally do 45-minute sets for people who open, but for some reason, they specifically requested a 30-minute set. Female needs to play by herself. And that's like my exact goal, you know?
What
So
were the
crazy.
what were the thoughts that were running through your mind at the time?
Oh, at that point, I was so nervous that I couldn't be nervous anymore. You know what I mean? I had to just like almost go like numb and get in a focus zone, like a focus zone, and be like, listen, I've been doing and practicing these songs for the last month and a half every day for a good hour and some. I got this. I just need to do it just like how we practice. And I'm going to picture that I'm in the living room, just like I did every day. I'm just going to do it just like that. And that's all I kept telling myself in that moment.
Wow. So you got some new music out. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. My brand new single, Something New, just dropped on Friday. And it has been already to watch it expand out into like 3 different stations in Australia and be played in France and like 40 different radio stations in the UK. That it's like a pinch me thing. I mean, the fact that the feedback I've gotten thus far on Something New being my best release yet, and kind of pushing myself vocally a little bit more on this track. It's just been a joy to be able to have it out like in public.
So you and I have something in common
What
that
is
I
that?
didn't know about until last night. You
What?
also host a podcast, Backstage
Yes.
Pass. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh my gosh. So the Backstage Pass came on spontaneously, actually. I was interviewing and with him, and the second time I was interviewing, he normally asks the question, like, if you were not doing music, what would you want to do? And I said, I mean, I've only known to do music, but if I wasn't doing music, I guess I would want to be like hosting, like doing something like you're doing, or taking over Natalie Stovo's job over at the Opry, shout out, just putting that out there. But I told him, and so his wheels started turning. He's like, I'm going to text you after this. And then that's how it happened. He asked me to be on the team as a host, and I jumped at the opportunity, and I've had a blast. I mean, literally Friday, I got to interview Kent Blasey, a renowned, just got into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2020 with some massive hits, including something from Chris Young. And so stuff like that, and even down to like artists that I've never heard, I get to interview. And now fast forward, I will be over a couple hotels over and at the Omni Hotel doing all the hosting in person for the CRS, which is Country Radio Seminar. And I can't wait to see who walks up to be interviewed.
Well, look at you. We might just have to have you co-host with us more often.
Hey, we can talk about it. If I can get some time in my window, carve out some time, I'm in.
Well, I tell you, I have enjoyed talking with you already. You've got so much great things. And hey, you are the 50th guest on the Andrew Brunet Show. That is a milestone. So guess what? You are now a milestone with the Andrew Brunet Show. Not only
50th.
did you get to be on the show, but you're the 50th guest, so that makes it even more special.
That is really cool. That is really cool. Congratulations, by the way. I mean, that is like that's crazy. And I'm really, really happy to be the 50th guest.
And I couldn't have picked a better guest to be the 50th guest than you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So let's talk about some of your favorites. I love this game because you see people get put on the spot and
Mhm.
they just don't know what they want to say. So we're going to start off with this one. Favorite movie?
First thing that came to mind was Pearl Harbor. I was obsessed with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck at the time. They're both were hotties in my book, so I watched that movie and I actually own it. I don't own that many movies, but I own that one.
Favorite song to jam out to?
Let's go Baby Baby by Amy Grant. Baby, baby. Yeah.
If you had one chance to collaborate with any artist, past or present, who would you pick?
Oh my gosh. Female Emily Weisband, male Brad Paisley. Yes.
Yeah,
I love Brad's writing. I love both of their writing, and I think that's what draws me to them the most. But he can play the guitar and he literally can put anything in a song he wants to.
well, if he watches this interview, he ought to get in touch with you because I tell you what, y'all two would be good together.
Oh, that'd be really fun. He's definitely one of my idols.
Here's one I haven't asked. Favorite classic country song?
That is a good one. I like all the Merle songs, Hank Williams Jr., but for me, like that's way classic. For me, classic is like, I guess what's considered classic would be like Lone Star, like Amazed, and like the Lone Star of Brooks and Dunn, one of their, yeah.
So what
Ain't
about
Nothing About You or Amazed. Ain't Nothing About You by Brooks and Dunn, Amazed by Lone Star.
favorite food?
My favorite type of food is sushi. Hands down. If we're gonna go somewhere and I'm trying to eat like, because I generally just eat healthy, I'm definitely trying to have sushi.
See, I can't do sushi. No way.
Why not?
I
No?
just not just the thoughts of what it is. No, I can't.
It's so good. It's so good. And I just recently got my dad hooked on it. So it's really fun.
What about favorite go-to snack?
Oh, this is good. Okay, crackers, cheese, and hummus together. Like, I have to go together. Or just like broccoli and hummus, or an apple and almond butter. Those are kind of all my snacks, go-tos.
So let's see what this answer is. Favorite song that's not country.
The first thing that came to mind was like Senorita by Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes, and it broke, like, I was obsessed with them, and it kind of broke my heart when I found out that they were no longer together. But that song kind of brought them together, is what I'm told.
Well, Kirstie, it has been an honor having you on the show. You are welcome back anytime. I already cherish you as a dear friend now, so you're welcome back anytime. And hey, maybe I can come on the Backstage Pass with you sometime.
That would be fun. We should do like a hosting thing where we celebrate all podcasts. I will put that a little bug in his ear to talk about that, but I appreciate it so much, Andrew. You are really easy to talk to in general, but to be the 50th guest is an honor.
Well, thank you so much. You have a good rest of your day.
Yes. Thank you for helping me celebrate something new.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.